started on our backs today. So take your time getting there. You can make any shape on your back that you want. So you can come into Shavasana. You can have the bottoms of your feet come together, allow your knees to go out wide if that's comfortable. You can also bend your knees and place your feet flat on the floor if you'd like to. Everybody's sharing stories here in the chat. So if you get bored with yoga and want to read the chat, you can read the chat. Love it. And then once you come down onto your back, just take notice of how your physical body feels. You can make any movements with that physical body that you'd like to. If you find that stillness is where you'd like to begin, please feel free to just settle into stillness. And then you can start to focus on your breath. When you're ready, take some full, deep, expansive inhales, expanding the front, back, and sides of the rib cage. And some releasing exhales. Let's let a few things go. Big breaths in. Big breaths out. Finding 5 more inhales and 5 more exhales. Movement or stillness, your choice here. One more big breath, everyone. Inhale. And exhale. We'll take a gentle twist to each side here. So if you haven't already, place your feet flat on the floor, bend those knees. Allow your arms to take up as much space as you'd like. And then find a big inhale. As you exhale, let those knees fall over to the right, taking a very gentle twist over to this side. 3 breaths here. And then on your next inhale, draw your knees back up to center. And then your exhale, those knees fall over to the left. Gentle twist to this side. Let's find 3 breaths here. And then on your next inhale, draw those knees back to center. Gently draw your knees in towards your chest here. Give yourself a big hug. Find a full breath in. And a full breath out. And then we'll keep that right knee exactly where it is. Extend your left leg long and down onto the mat here. We'll do a gentle hamstring stretch. When you're ready, you can interlace those fingers on the hamstring side of that right leg. Extend that right leg up towards the sky. Draw those toes towards your face here, flexing that foot. Beautiful. 3 breaths here. And then when you're ready, we'll gently bend that right knee. Keep that right knee where it is. Draw your left knee in to meet it. So both knees are now in nice and tight. And then taking your time, we'll switch sides. Left knee stays where it is. Extend that right leg long and down onto the mat. Good. When you're ready, interlace those hands on the hamstring side of that left leg. Extend that left heel up towards the ceiling, drawing those toes towards your shin. 3 breaths here. One more full breath. We'll gently bend that left knee when you're ready. Draw your right knee in to meet it, so both knees are in nice and tight here. And then when you're ready, we can rock and roll long ways on that spine, coming up into a butterfly seat, bottoms of the feet together, knees out to the side. Good. You can draw those heels as close to your body as you'd like to, or have them further away. That's up to you. Knees can be elevated if they need to be, or they can settle down towards the ground. Good. Nice, tall, dignified spine here. Let's find 3 breaths right here. Full inhales. One more breath in. Inhale here. And exhale. We'll extend that right leg straight out front. Bottom of the left foot is on the inside of that right thigh. And then we'll reach those arms all the way up. Inhale. And then we'll exhale over that right leg, reaching for the shin, the toes, whatever you can grab. 3 breaths. And then we'll draw ourselves back up to center here, carefully switching sides. So the right foot comes in, left leg extends long, left toes up towards the sky. Inhale, those arms up. Exhale, fold forward. 3 breaths. And then we'll draw ourselves back up. Go, we'll draw both knees in towards the chest here. I'll turn myself around on my mat. Good, and then we're gonna rock and roll ourselves up into a tabletop position, setting those knees directly under those hips. Shoulders over those wrists, spread your fingers wide. And we'll do a few rounds of cat-cow here. Inhale to drop the belly down, lift the gaze, lift the tailbone. Exhaling to push the mat away. Inhale, the belly drops, the gaze lifts. Exhaling to push the mat away. And then one more time. Inhale, the belly drops, the gaze lifts. Exhale, push the mat away. Coming back to our neutral tabletop here, we'll set those knees about 5 inches behind those hips. Restack those shoulders. Take a big breath all the way in. Exhale, hips to sky for downward facing dog. You can pedal it out if you want to, or find stillness, that's up to you. Let's find 2 more breaths. One more breath. And then we'll send those hips a little bit higher. Take our baby steps to the top of the mat here. Coming into our forward fold when you're ready. You can put a little bend in those knees if you'd like to. Bring those hands to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold down. Twice more, hands to shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhaling to fold. One more time, hands to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold down. Root down to rise up. Feet to come all the way up to standing. When you're ready, palms pressed together overhead. You can gaze up, inhale. And then we'll exhale, thumbs through heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. Beautiful. Inhale, palms press overhead. Exhale, fold forward over those legs. Bring in, inhale, come up halfway. And then we'll plant those hands firmly, taking ourselves back to downward facing dog. Full breath in. And a breath out. Inhale that right leg towards the ceiling here. We're gonna bend that right knee and stand open the hip here. Stacking right hip on top of left. Full inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale to square off here. Exhale to step that right foot forward, dropping that back knee down, coming into our first low leg lunge on this side. Good, that right knee stacks on top of that right ankle. Hips are square here. Fingertips reach up, shoulder blades melt down. Take 3 breaths here. One more breath, inhale. As we exhale, we're going to carefully frame that front foot, lift that back knee, and take ourselves back to downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale that left leg towards the ceiling. We'll bend that knee and open up the hip here. Stacking left hip on top of right. Find a breath in. And a breath out. And then we'll inhale ourselves back to center, square off those hips. Exhale to step that left foot forward, dropping that back knee down, coming into our low leg lunge on the left side. Left knee stacks on top of that left ankle. Shoulders are over hips, hips are nice and square. Let's find our 3 breaths. One more breath, inhale. And then as we exhale, we'll carefully frame that front foot, lift that back knee and take it back to downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Full breath out. Send those hips a little higher. We'll take our baby steps to the top of the mat here. Coming into our forward fold once you arrive. Bend those knees if you need to, my friends. Hands come to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold down. Root down to rise up, coming all the way up to standing. Press those palms together overhead. You can gaze up. Exhale and come through heart center, mountain pose. Tadasana. Good, inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold forward. Hands come to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. And then we'll exhale to plant those hands and take it back to downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Full breath out. Let's inhale that right leg towards the ceiling, bending the knee and opening the hip again. Round 2 on our hip opener. Find your inhale. And exhale. And then inhale to square off to center. Extend that leg behind you. Exhale to step it forward. Back knee drops down. Low leg lunge. Round 2 on this side. Beautiful. Big inhales here. Full exhales. Take another breath in. As we exhale, we're going to take a twist to the right here. Upright twist. Good. So shoulders stay over those hips. Arms reach forward and backward. Good. Big breath in. Engage those glutes. Big breath out. And then we'll inhale to bring ourselves back to center. Reach those fingers up. Exhale to frame that front foot. Gently lift the back knee and step it back to downward facing dog. Finding another inhale. And exhale. Then we'll inhale that that left leg towards the ceiling. Bend that left knee, open up that left hip here. Find a big inhale. Big exhale. We'll inhale to square off, extend that left leg behind. Exhale to step that left foot forward, coming into our low leg lunge. On this side, good, left foot is forward. Left toes point forward here, shoulders over those hips. Square off those hips as much as we can. Big breath in. Full breath out. Take another inhale. And then we'll take our upright twist on our exhale here, facing the left side of the room. Arms reach forward and backward, shoulders still over hips. Breath in. And a breath out. And then we'll inhale back to center, reach those fingers up. Exhale to frame that front foot with that back knee, and we'll take it back to downward facing dog. Big breath in here. Full breath out. Inhale, lift a little higher. Take our baby steps to the top of the mat. Coming into our forward fold here. Once you arrive, you can bend your knees over there. Hands to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold down. Coming all the way up to standing when you're ready. Press those palms together overhead. You can gaze up here. And then we'll exhale, thumbs through, heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. Good, let's do that one more time. Inhale, palms press overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Hands coming to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. And then as we exhale, we'll plant those hands and take it back to downward facing dog. Full breath in here. And breath out. Inhaling that right leg towards the ceiling, we bend that right knee, we open that hip. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale to square off to center, hips are square here. Exhale to step that right foot forward, that back knee is going to drop down. One more time, everybody. Torso comes up, low leg lunge on the right side. Find those inhales. And those exhales. Big breath in here. Exhaling, upright twist to the right. Good, we've been here before, we're just gonna add one more piece to it. Full breath in. And breath out. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, that left hand comes down, right fingers to the sky. We'll take our supported twist right here. Good, 3 breaths this time. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. We're going to carefully frame that front foot. Carefully lift that back knee off the mat, and then on your exhale, step it back. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Let's inhale that left leg towards the ceiling. Bend that left knee, open up that left hip. Find that breath again. Inhales. And exhales. And then we'll inhale to square off to center, send that left leg behind. Exhale to step that left foot forward, finding our low leg lunge on the left side. One more time. Full breath in. And breath out. Take another inhale. As we exhale, we'll take our upright twist here to the left. Full inhale. And exhale. One more breath in here. As we exhale, right hand down the left, fingers supported twist here, 3 breaths. One more breath, inhale. And then as we exhale, we'll frame that left foot, carefully lifting that back knee, and then we'll step it back to downward facing dog. Good, let's take a big breath, everybody. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll send those hips a little higher. You can take your baby steps or one big step to the top of the mat. Forward fold once you get here. Hands to shins. Inhale, come on up halfway. Exhale to fold down. Coming all the way up to standing when you're ready. Press those palms together overhead. Let's inhale. Exhale, thumbs through, heart center, mountain pose. Tadasana. Good, let's bring those feet all the way together here. Chair pose, here we go. Let's come back and down. You can keep your hands on your hips if you want to. You can sweep those arms up. 3 breaths. Make sure you can see your toes. Good, one more breath, everyone. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale and stand all the way up. Press those palms together. You can gaze up. Exhale, fold forward over those legs. Bring hands to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. And then as we exhale, we'll move those hands down and step it back to downward facing dog. Finding a big breath in here. And a big breath out. Inhaling that right leg towards the ceiling, square those hips. Exhale to step it forward here. We'll keep our back knee lifted, coming into our first crescent lunge of today. Good, shoulders over those hips. Square those hips as much as you can. Right knee stacks on top of that right ankle. Let's find that breath. Inhales. And exhales. Take another breath in. As we exhale, we're going to frame that right foot, send those hips back to straighten that right knee, coming into the hamstring stretch here. If you need to drop your back knee down to do this, that is okay today. No big deal. Either one. Breath into that right hamstring. Let's find those inhales. And those exhales. Square off those hips as much as you can. We have 2 more breaths. One more breath, inhale here. As we exhale, we'll bend carefully into that right knee, plant those hands and set it back. Finding downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Let's inhale that left leg towards the ceiling. We've got those square hips. Exhale to step that left foot forward. Keep that back knee up here, finding our crescent lunge on our left side. Good. Hips are square. Left knee stacked, shoulders over hips. Big breath in. Full breath out. Taking one more inhale here. And then we're going to frame that front foot as we exhale, stepping straightening, squeezing that left knee, coming into our hamstring stretch on the left side. Again, if you need to drop your back knee down to get that hamstring stretch, that's okay. Breath into that left hamstring. Inhale one more time. And then as we exhale, we'll bend into that left knee, plant those hands firmly, and make our way back to downward facing dog. Full inhale. Full exhale. Send those hips a little higher. You can take your baby steps or one giant step to the top of the mat. Forward fold once you get here. Hands coming to shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhaling to fold down. Coming all the way up to standing when you're ready. Pressing those palms together overhead, you can gaze up. Exhale to draw thumbs through, heart center, mountain pose. Tadasana. Good, bring those feet together again if you're not already there. Chair pose, round 2, sitting back and down. You can sweep those arms overhead if you want, or keep hands on hips, that's up to you. We'll take 3 breaths here. And then we'll inhale those hands to heart center, everyone. Exhaling our twist to the right, left tricep hooks on that right thigh. Good, try to keep those hips down if you can. Try to keep those knees level. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale back to center here. Exhale, twisting to the left, right tricep hooks on that left. Just find that breath, level those knees. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale. And then inhale back to center. Exhale, fold forward over those legs. Let's separate those feet to hip distance. Toes point forward. And then you can grab opposite elbows if you want to, or you can grab onto your big toes here. Finding a forward fold for 3 breaths here. One more breath, let's inhale. And exhale. Carefully unhooking those hands wherever you have them. Plant those hands firmly, and then on your exhale, step it back to downward facing dog. Let's find a breath in. And find a breath out. Inhaling that right leg towards the ceiling, square your hips here. Exhale, step it forward, coming into our crescent lunge, round 2. Right foot is forward. Good, shoulders over those hips, my friends. Check your alignment. Let's take one more breath, everybody. Inhale. As we exhale, we're going to get our hamstring stretch again. So plant those hands down, straighten out right knee. Again, if you want to keep that back knee up, you can. If you need that back knee to come down, that's okay too. We'll take our 3 breaths here. One more breath. Good, and from here we'll take it to pyramid. So we're going to step that left foot about halfway forward, closing off the space between those 2 feet here. You can have your hands on your shins. If you can't reach the floor, that's okay. And we want to square off those hips as much as we can. Good, your right toes point forward, left toes are pointed out slightly. Let's find 3 breaths here. One more breath, everyone. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to make our way back to crescent lunge again. So we're going to step that left foot to the back of the mat. Bend firmly into that right knee here. Coming up into crescent lunge one more time. Beautiful. Look at that. Good. 2 breaths. One more breath. Inhale. As we exhale, frame that front foot and then step ourselves back to downward facing dog. Yes, shake it out, everybody. And then we'll inhale that left leg towards the ceiling here, square hips. We'll exhale to step it forward, coming into our crescent lunge on our left side. Good, find your breath. Inhales. And exhales. Take another breath in. As we exhale, we'll carefully frame that front foot, straighten that left knee, coming into our hamstring opener here. Again, that back knee is welcome to come down if you need it to. Find that breath. One more inhale here. And then we're going to carefully step that right foot about halfway forward, coming into our pyramid pose on this side. So we've just closed off the distance between those feet. Left toes point forward, right toes are pointed out slightly. You can bring your hands to your shin if you need to, or stay on the floor. And we need to square off those hips, everybody. There we go. Good, 3 breaths. Good, we're going to carefully make our way back to crescent lunge from here. So step that right foot to the back of the mat, bend deeply into that left knee. Bring that torso all the way up, crescent lunge, left side. Good, 2 big breaths. One more breath, inhale. And then we'll exhale to frame that front foot, step ourselves back to downward facing dog. Good, let's take 3 breaths here. Everybody, if you would like a child's pose, you're welcome to a child's pose. One more breath in. If you're in child's pose, come on back up to downward facing dog here. And then we'll all send those hips a little bit higher. Take your baby steps, 1 big step, or you can hop to the top of the mat if you'd like to. Forward fold once you get here. Hands coming to shins. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale to fold down. Coming all the way up to standing. Press those palms together overhead. You can gaze up, you can back bend a little. Thumbs through heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. Good, we'll do a little bit of balance work here. So I'll show you maybe some from the side and some from the front here. So pressing from the that left leg, we'll bring that right knee up to 90. So hip, knee, and ankle are all in a line here. Good, you can stay here if this is enough of a challenge. Next step is to take that right hand to that right knee. You can stay here. If you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can start to open up that right knee over to the right. Good. Hips as level as you can get them. And then if you want to challenge it even more, take that left hand straight out to the left. Let's find 3 breaths wherever you are. Good, we're going to draw that right knee back to center. And then we're going to take a twist here. So place your left hand on that right knee. Start to twist that torso open to the right. You can take your right arm out to the right if you want to challenge a little bit. Let's take 3 breaths here. One more breath. And then we'll carefully bring ourselves back to center, your hands on hips, inhale. And then we'll exhale that right foot down. Good, shake it out. I'll show this one quick, facing forward this time. So we're going to plant that right foot firmly, bring that left knee up to 90 here. So flex everything, foot, knee, ankle. And then you're welcome to stay here if you want to. If you want to go a little further, you can take left hand to left knee here. And then from there, if you'd like to take the opener, left knee over to the left. Good, keep that foot flexed. Option to stay, option to draw that right arm out to the right. Good, let's find our 3 breaths. And then we'll carefully draw that left knee back to center, switching hands here. So the right hand is on the left knee. You can take your left hand to your left hip, or you can really take that twist, opening up to the left. 3 breaths, how about it? So let's carefully bring ourselves back to center. You can place those hands on those hips, inhale. And then as we exhale, that left foot comes down. So let's shake it out. I'm going to make my way back to the top of my mat. You can too if you've moved from that spot. Feet hip distance apart is just fine. Let's inhale those arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward over those legs. Hands coming to shins. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then as we exhale, we'll plant those hands firmly and take ourselves back. Sit down, we're facing dog. Finding a full inhale here. And then a full exhale. Let's inhale that right leg towards the ceiling with square hips here. Exhale to step that right foot forward. Use those fingertips here, everybody, to balance yourself. We're going to pivot that left foot down. And then when you're ready, that torso comes all the way up to warrior 2 on the right side. Find those inhales. And those exhales. Take another breath in. And a breath out. We'll flip that right palm, reach those right fingers behind for a revolved warrior. 2 breaths here. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale ourselves back to center here. We're going to straighten that right knee, reach those right fingers forward, coming into triangle pose on the right side. Right hand can find the shin, the foot, or the floor. Try to keep that chest open. 3 breaths. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale. Good, put a little micro bend in that right knee, bring that torso all the way up. And then we'll point those toes to the left side of the mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. I'll just turn around so I can see you guys. So toes in, heels out, hands on hips, roll shoulders back, chest up, inhale. As you exhale, come half halfway down, and then when you're ready, those hands can come down. Or you can drop down to forearms today if you want to. One more breath here, everyone. Inhale. And exhale. Those hands firmly here. Come to a halfway lift. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you make your way to your right foot, framing that right foot and then stepping it back to downward facing dog. Let's take a full inhale and a full exhale. Taking it to the other side, everybody. Inhale that left leg towards the ceiling, square hips. Exhale to step that left foot forward, pop up onto those fingertips to get your balance, and then we'll pivot that right heel down, coming into our full size warrior two on the left side. Good, settle in, shoulders over those hips. Find that breath. One more breath here, inhale. And then when you're ready, we'll flip that left palm, reach those left fingers behind revolved warrior on this side. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale. And then we'll bring that torso back up to center, straightening that left knee, reaching those left fingers forward here, coming down onto the shin, the foot, or the floor for triangle pose on this side. Go try to keep that chest open to the side. 3 breaths. And then we'll put a little micro bend in that left knee here. Torso comes all the way up. And then we'll point all 10 toes towards the right side of the mat. One more wide-legged forward fold here today. Good. So hands on hips, roll shoulders back, chest up, inhale. Exhale to come halfway down, check your alignment, hip, knee, and ankle. And then again, those hands can come down. You can bring your forearms down, or you can grab onto your feet this time if you want to. Let's take 3 breaths. One more breath, my friends. Inhale. And exhale. And then we'll plant those hands under that face. Inhale to a halfway lift here. And then as we exhale, we're going to make our way over to our left foot. Frame that left foot square off those hips. And then step it back to downward facing dog. Find a big inhale. And full exhale. Inhaling that right leg towards the ceiling here, square hips. Exhale, step that right foot to the outside of that right hand. Drop that back knee down. We've got lizard lunge here. So plenty of options here as always. Make sure that your right foot is flat. Hug that right knee in toward your body. You can stay on your hands if you want to. You can drop down to forearms. You can keep that back knee down, or you can lift that back knee up. Right? All the options there. Good. Let's take 5 breaths, everybody. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale. If you're on those forearms, come on back up to those hands here. Lift that back knee off the mat when you're ready, and then we'll step ourselves back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out, take a big breath in. And a big breath out. And then we'll inhale that left leg towards the ceiling here. You've got those square hips. Exhale, step to the outside of that left hand here, dropping that back knee down, setting up for lizard lunge on this side. So make sure those left toes point forward, hug that inner thigh. You're welcome to stay on your hands. You can drop down the forearms if you'd like to. You can keep that back knee down or lift that back knee up. Let's find 5 breaths. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale. If you're on those forearms, come on back up to those hands here. Carefully lifting that back knee. If it's down, we're going to step ourselves back to downward facing dog. 3 big breaths right here, everyone. One more breath. Let's inhale. Let's exhale. And then you can send those hips a little higher. You can take baby steps. You can take one giant step. You can hop to the top of the mat. And then we're going to bend those knees all the way, bring those glutes all the way down, extend those legs forward out front. Good, you can shake it out here. We'll take one forward fold here for a moment, 3 breaths. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward, grabbing onto ankles, feet, toes, whatever you can get. 3 breaths. Then we'll carefully bring that torso back up again. We're going to bend that right knee, plant that right foot on the floor. Good, we're going to take that right hand to just behind the right hip here, fingertips or flat palm here. And then we'll inhale that left arm up. Exhale to hug onto that right knee with that left elbow. Good, if you want to take this twist a little deeper here, you'll take that left arm up and around that knee. Good, use your right hand to create a little bit more rotation here. Good, any of those options for the twist are great. 3 breaths. One more breath here, inhale. And exhale. And then we'll inhale to center, take a little counter twist over to the left. And then come back to center, extend both legs forward, and you can shake it out. And then we'll take it to the other side, keeping that right leg where it is, bend that left knee. Good, make sure that left foot is flat on the floor here. And then those left fingers can come right behind that left hip here. Inhale that right arm up, get nice and tall. Exhale, hug onto that knee with that right elbow. If you want to take the twist further than that, you'll hook your right elbow around that left knee. 3 breaths. And then we'll carefully bring ourselves back to center. Gentle counter twist around to the right here, finding inhale. And then make our way back to center, exhale. You can take both legs forward, you can shake those legs out if you'd like to here. And then we're going to do one more butterfly stretch like we did earlier today. Draw the bottoms of your feet in, knees out to the side. I'll turn this way for you guys here. So again, same thing as before. Those heels can come in as tight as you want, or you can draw your feet away, either way. Your hips might be a little bit more open than earlier, so maybe those knees can settle down a little bit. Maybe not, that's okay too. And then you're welcome to stay upright, crown of the head reaches up, or you can fold forward this time if you want. And carefully bring that torso back up when you're ready. If you fold it forward, you can close those knees like a book here, wrap your forearms around your shins. Let me turn to the correct side of my mat here. And then when you're ready, you can make your way all the way down onto your back. You can make circles with those knees if you'd like to, one way and the other way. And then let's plant those feet on the floor here. We'll cross our right ankle across our left thigh, so we have a big figure four shape with those legs. You can stay here for the hip opener, or you can draw that left knee in towards your chest to get a little deeper hip opener on that right side. 3 breaths here. And then we'll plant that left foot on the floor. We're going to continue the cross of the legs here. So take that right leg all the way across that left leg. Arms can take up as much space as you'd like. Find an inhale. And then as we exhale, we'll let those knees follow the left here. If you have to adjust those legs, you can for this twist. Try to keep your shoulders down. And then we'll gently draw those knees back to center, unhook that right leg, and we'll windshield wiper those knees side to side here. And then our figure four on the other side, come back to center. Left ankle crosses over the right thigh. You can stay here if you'd like to, or you can draw that right knee in toward your chest, coming into the hip opener. 3 breaths. And when you're ready, gently placing that right foot on the floor. Continue the cross of the legs here. So draw that left leg all the way across the right. Arms can take up as much space as you want to, and then inhale. Exhale those knees over to the right. And then when you're ready, we'll inhale those legs back to center gently. Unhook that left leg, and you can rock those knees side to side again. And then when you're ready, come on back to center. Draw your knees in towards your chest, reach in between those thighs to balance those toes, those arches, or those ankles. For happy baby here, 3 breaths. And then we'll carefully bring ourselves back to center. You're welcome to extend those legs straight up if you'd like to. You can make your way over to the wall for legs up the wall, or any other postures you would like to take to finish out today's practice. You can take a twist to each side again if you'd like to. Taking a moment to find those postures that are most meaningful for you today. Continuing to find that breath. If you've taken a twist to one side, make sure you take that twist to the other side. If there's any transitional postures you'd like to take instead, feel free. Or if you're ready for full Shavasana, you can certainly move into full Shavasana. Once you have found the final resting posture for today's practice, take a big breath all the way in. Exhale into the support of the earth beneath you and enjoy. Let's find a full breath all the way in and a full breath all the way out. Gently wiggling fingers and toes, rolling the wrists and the ankles, rocking the head side to side. When you feel ready, extend those arms all the way overhead, getting as long as you can from your fingertips to your toes. And then take a full breath in. Exhaling to draw your knees in towards your chest, wrap your forearms around your shins, give yourself a big hug. In your own time, when you are ready, you can make your way over to your favorite side in a fetal position. And we'll take a moment in this posture, as we always do, to call to mind who in our lives we are grateful for. With that heart full of gratitude, using both hands to bring you up to a comfortable seat. Palms pressing together at heart center once you arrive. We'll close out our practice time together today with one more full round of breath. Let's inhale and exhale. The light inside of me loves and honors the light inside each of you. Namaste. Yay, everybody. Thank you so much. Yay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Courtney. Great
Thank
class.
you so much.
Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you.
Thank
You
you.
too. Thank you.
Thanks, Courtney.
Thanks, Courtney.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you, you as well.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.